What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a very short video, just giving you another update on the 40-gallon tank and what are my future plans for it. So as you can see, here is the 40-gallon tank. It is my budget 40-gallon tank. It's a 40-gallon breeder. It's drilled, 2 drains, 1 return. If you're new, I have a 20-gallon long sump. This sump used to have another baffle in there, which is now out, and it is a DIY stand, and so on and so forth. I did all my plumbing, and I'm running equipment as follows: SCA 301 skimmer, DCT 8000 pump, J-bow, I believe it is a DP4, Phoenix titanium heater, I think it's a 200 watt. I'm running a JBJ ATO, and currently I'm running a J-bow, I believe it's a CP25 gyre style wave maker. So that's currently the setup of the tank. So let me get into it. So this tank I set up going on a year and a couple months now, and my first year of reefing actually went really well. I didn't have any issues. I just couldn't keep certain acros and stuff like that. That's due to I just couldn't keep stable parameters. I wasn't testing, and that was it. Now this tank is a fraction of its former self. I have lost a lot of coral. As you can see, there's a lot of hair algae plaguing this tank, but actually all the hair algae is kind of on its way out, and that's because I tried some new things. First things first, I went ahead and added 2 dosing pumps. One's dosing key nutrients, magnesium, alkalinity, calcium, as well as it's dosing no-pox, and the other one is currently dosing kalkwasser as well as phosphate E. So I had immense trouble keeping my nitrates and phosphates down on this tank, so I reduced my fish stock by about half, and I started feeding almost every other day to every 2 days. That was the main hard changes of this tank. In addition to that, I went ahead and started dosing no-pox and phosphate E, and finally I am keeping stable parameters. I'm still in the process of tweaking it. Everything should be pretty well tweaked by this coming weekend. So when I do my final test this weekend, I should see the numbers that I want to see. Changes that I made to my dosing regimen: I actually had to stop dosing calcium because my kalkwasser was taking care of it. My alkalinity, I am dosing very minimum because my kalkwasser is taking care of it. And the main reason for that is I just don't have as many SPS in this tank as I once did. The demand for alkalinity and calcium is very low. And as I up that, hopefully we can see some changes. So the plan is to definitely try and grow acros. That is my goal of this tank. Now, if you can see, I do have some SPS. I have a purple macastalo, which was doing really well. It's just not doing as well now. That in the middle and between it is a green anacropore that was doing really well. It's just lost all its color. That little stick right here is dead. It used to be a bird of paradise, but as you can see, I have some pink bird's nest, I have a green bird's nest, I have some Montipora digitatas, and you know, they're just not doing all that well. So I attribute that to the stability of the tank. I've been tweaking a lot of things. I was running GFO, pulled the GFO, now I'm running phosphate E, now I'm running kalkwasser, stuff like that. So the tank's not going to get any new coral for the next, I'm hoping, 5 months. You know, I plan on graduating in the next 5 months, and so that is the plan. Now I did add 2 coral to this tank, but they were leathers, nothing too sensitive, and they're doing fantastic. One is a green signularia, one is another type of leather, looks like a signularia with green and purple tips. So that was the latest addition, as well as I added this Gorgonian, and that's because it was too big for the piece that I put in the seahorse tank. So I trimmed it and I added this anemone, since I so far haven't had issues keeping anemones lately, and that anemone was just for her. So that's kind of what was added to the tank as of late. But realistically, I'm just letting the tank do its thing. This weekend, I'm purchasing Reflux, and I'm going to try it out. I might as well give it to you guys real while I am in my experimental stage of this tank and let you guys know, does it work. Now, I will say this beforehand. My hair algae is already dying off because I have almost no phosphates, almost no nitrates. I have almost zero issues with the hair algae growing, and you can see it's turning white and going away. The problem I do have is it's taking forever, and I'm tired of seeing the tank like this. So many people have used Reflux with not too many negative side effects, so I'm willing to give it a shot and give you guys my honest opinion on that. So that's going to be the next video. I'm going to be buying it this weekend, and we will try it out. So yeah, so what's the future plans of this tank? Now, I already said it. As you can see, I increased my flow. I used to be running a JBow DP8, and now I am running a CP25. Now, the main reason for that is I just wasn't getting a good overall linear flow between the front and the back, and now that's been addressed. As you can see, even the Gorgonian back there is swaying, and everything's just doing well. The stuff too close isn't getting too much. The stuff in the back, like my torch right here, my rainbow torch is enjoying life. So the plans for this tank is to go a little SPS heavy. Now, I'm not going to be taking anything out. I might just reorganize things a little bit, but I would like to try my hand at growing SPS. Now, this rock is supposed to be my main SPS, branching SPS rock. I kept all my rockscape really low, and the main reason for that is I wanted things to have a chance to grow up, and that's really the gist of it. And as things grow up, they're going to require different amounts of flow, and I have a perfectly adaptable JBow CP25, which is super overpowered for this tank. Look, that's what it's running, minimum setting. So I don't foresee any issues with having to dial in flow. This thing is more than capable for handling this tank. So the Euphilia are doing pretty well. They don't seem to mind too much. During the experimental stage, as you can see, I lost a lot of Euphilia. I plan on changing that. I might get a frog spawn or two eventually, but nothing is going in this tank till I graduate in May. That is my goal. My goal is to get no serious corals, nothing experimental, no SPS, not even any Euphilia for this tank. So that's currently what the tank is doing. The sump, I did have some changes down here. Again, like in the beginning, I removed the baffle that was sitting in here, separating. It would maintain the water level for the skimmer, but the skimmer doesn't seem to mind as of right now. If you're wondering what that line is, it just goes into the container catch can. And I did take out my Phoenix heater and cleaned it all out, took all the corrosion. Well, it wasn't corrosion, it was more of like grime buildup and microfauna buildup, and I wiped all of that off. It looks brand new again. So far, no issues. Already inspected it. It looks fine. It functions fine, maintaining a steady 77 degrees. The JBow DCT8000 is doing really well. No real issues with it, and you see it's running about halfway. Now, the issue I have been having is with my JBJ ATO, and I am going to change this. I'm going to actually change this to 2 DIY style auto top offs that I'm going to pick up from eBay. They're about $40 each, and they will do fantastic in this tank. I already run about 2 or 3 of them on my other systems, and I love them, never fail, constantly working. So that is the plan for this tank. Now, I freed up that baffle because I'm really looking for a bigger skimmer, just something that can really handle the system a lot better. This one just kind of fills up too quick, and I plan on taking care of that soon. In addition to that, after cleaning out my refugium about 6 months ago, my goal right now is to get it going again. So I've installed new lights. I've also added some different macroalgae, and I also installed a sort of external filtration system, as you see here. Just running floss. There's a whole bunch of bio ceramic rings and all types of stuff in there. Moving back here is my auto top-off reservoir. You see right here, I used to run a calc washer in there. I ditched that for a dosing setup, and I dose aquaforest components, as you see here, as well as Nopox and phosphate E. So that's kind of the setup right now, guys. So nothing too crazy, very simple setup. I know I need some cord management, but that's currently it right now. So yeah, guys, this is my budget 40-gallon breeder tank. Cost of this tank, I really can't give you figures right now, but I can give you a rough estimate in a future video. So still running the Radeon Gen 2, but I moved it up quite a bit. It's still really powerful for this tank, but my main goal is to supplement it at some point. I'm just looking for the right light to come around. I might see if I can source a Gen 2 for a decent price. So this is what's going on with the tank, guys. If you enjoy the video, definitely give me a thumbs up, something, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know why as well. I have a couple more videos to go, and just so far so good. So hopefully we see some good progress with this tank in the near future, and I will keep you guys updated on that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.